Welcome to Faith and Freedom. For the next few minutes, we hope to inform, inspire, and encourage you as we discuss legal victories and challenges to your fundamental freedom and religious liberties. Faith and Freedom comes to you from Liberty Counsel, a civil liberties education and legal defense organization. Join us now as Matt Staver, founder and chairman of Liberty Counsel, explains the latest legal issues all across this country. In the courtrooms of America, Liberty Counsel is winning the battle for your constitutional freedom.
For many years, Liberty Counsel has produced Freedom's Call, a 60-second radio program, and now we are pleased to announce the Spanish version of Freedom's Call to be able to reach the Hispanic community with our faith and values. Hi, I'm Matt Staver, founder and chairman of Liberty Counsel. Joining me is Yuri Mantilla, who will be the voice of the Spanish version of Freedom's Call. Welcome, Yuri.
Thank you, Matt. It's a great honor to be here with you.
Well, it's good to have you here, and we are very excited about the launch of the new Freedom's Call. We're going to continue our English version of Freedom's Call, and now we're going into Spanish. We originally started many years ago airing on VCY Radio Network, and we now have this on a number of stations around the country. Over 400 radio stations carry Freedom's Call. Started off as a 90-second, now it's a 60-second radio program, and we really wanted to be able to reach out to the Hispanic community because it's a growing community. And you have had so much experience worldwide, and we are so pleased to be able to announce the launch of the Spanish version of Freedom's Call. And what is the name of it in Spanish for those who are listening?
It sounds so good in Spanish, llamado de libertad. I think it's such a meaningful word, freedom. And I think the Hispanic community, believes in the same values that we believe, pro-life, pro-family, religious freedom. And the foundation of all that is God's designs of the universe and also the concept of freedom. So, Matt, I think this fulfills a need in Hispanic broadcasting where the Hispanic community need to know more about what is going on in our nation, about the laws that we are, promoting and the things that we are fighting against. There is so many things that are so unjust.
And when you look at, for example, the Spanish media right now, for example, the television media, you've got Telemundo and Univision. And for those that are non-Spanish-speaking people, you may not watch that because you may not understand the language. But frankly, those are more akin to the New York Times in the sense that they present more of a liberal perspective, like the New York Times presents a liberal perspective. And what we need to do is to be able to get Christian value perspectives to the Hispanic community, because as you said, the three areas of Liberty Counsel, religious freedom, the sanctity of human life, and the family as one man and one woman, those resonate and are embraced by the Hispanic community.
Yeah, that's correct. I participated in many interviews in Univision, Telemundo, and there is a bias there. And they don't speak often about the issues that we care about, They don't speak about the importance of defending the sanctity of human life since the time of conception. They don't speak about so many unjust laws that we have in this country against religious freedom. That's why I think Llamado de Libertad is going to fulfill a need in the Hispanic community. And not only that, I think, maybe this is just the beginning. We need to establish a powerful movement of Hispanic leaders, Hispanic Christians that are able to stand up for freedom. And I think this will be an instrument that God will use precisely to do that, to communicate our message and to mobilize the Hispanic community for something that is really just, which is, the defense of fundamental Christian values, the right to life, the right to family, marriage as union between a man and a woman, religious freedom.
Well, if you're listening to this program and you know someone who is in an area where there's a Spanish-speaking radio station in your community, or even a television station that would air this as a public service announcement, just give us a call at Liberty Counsel at 1-800-671-1776. That's 800-671-1776. You can also go to the website lc.org and send us an email at liberty@lc.org, liberty@lc.org. We want to be able to expand this. We're very excited about it, and we're just now getting ready to launch it. The Hispanic community is so critical to America and to the future of America. Reverend Sam Rodriguez, who's the president of the National Hispanic Christian Leadership Conference, which, by the way, we announced a Life Initiative partnership with earlier this year, and I serve on the board, as you do as well, on that board. He oftentimes says that the Hispanic community can be the firewall to our values. You've heard him talk about that.
Yes.
Tell us what he means by that.
Well, I think that there is a kind of a very optimistic vision about the future. If we look at the elections, in 2004, George W. Bush won the elections with around 45% of the Hispanic vote. This means that Hispanics can vote for conservative candidates. This means that the Hispanic community can make a huge difference in all elections. Also, we know that Mitt Romney, unfortunately, lost the elections because he lost the Hispanic vote.
Yeah, he didn't even speak to the Hispanic community.
Exactly. Therefore, it can be done. If in 2004 Hispanics voted, for the Republican Party, and it doesn't mean we are, only, wanting the Republican Party to win. We are more concerned about conservative values, Christian values, but Hispanics embrace those values. The overwhelming majority of Hispanic immigrants, are Christian, either Catholic or evangelical. So therefore, we need to work with the Hispanic community. We need to communicate with the Hispanic community. That's why this radio program is an effort to communicate with Hispanics. And if we do that, I believe we can have a powerful multi-ethnic coalition that is, based on the Christian worldview of reality, and we can have that biblical unity, yet we have diversity of ethnicities in that movement.
Well, it's very exciting because if you look at the Hispanic community, it is growing rapidly around the country. For example, down in Disneyland or Disney World down in Orlando, Florida, Osceola County is that county where Disney is located in the Central Florida area. People probably don't realize, but it's about 42 to 44% Hispanic right now because of the growing Hispanic population. And the question is, are we going to be able to communicate and engage? I can tell you what, take the Mitt Romney scenario. And I'm not wanting to just put this in a political realm because I think there's greater biblical values, and we don't want to be captured by either the donkey or the elephant, as Sam says, but by the agenda of the lamb. But if you just look at, say, this from a political standpoint, Mitt Romney in a precinct in New Mexico got 22% of the Hispanic vote, 22%. In that same precinct, Republican Congressman Pierce got 44%. Now, it's the same precinct. One is speaking to the Hispanic community, and one simply ignored the Hispanic community. We need to be able to communicate our Christian values, and as you say, those three legs, religious freedom, the sanctity of human life, and the family, they resonate within the Hispanic community. And so this program, Freedom's Call, will be one of the vehicles among many that we'll continue to launch to speak to the Hispanic community, to engage them, to educate them, to encourage them, and to mobilize them.
That's right. So, llamado de libertad.
Yes, and you'll be the voice of it. What we are actually doing is we're taking the Freedom's Call version that we have in English, and you're translating them into Spanish, and you're throwing a little extra salsa on them. And
yes, that's correct.
and you're giving it new life. So yes. We're very excited about it. For more information, you can go to Liberty Counsel's website, lc.org. and 800-671-1776. This is one of the very first efforts that we're doing to put some of our media into Spanish. We will be doing the same thing with our other publications as well, and perhaps even a version of Faith and Freedom and other radio or television programs. We want to be able to do that as well because this is such a critical moment in history. Yuri, we've been birthed for this moment in history. Yes. And while there's a lot of negative things happening in the country, God is awesome, and He can part the Red Sea. Yes. He can put a pillar of fire or a cloud to stop the advancing Pharaoh armies. And I think we're birthed for this moment, and this is one great outreach that I think that God is blessing the ministry of Liberty Counsel with.
Yes, Matt, thank you. Thank you very much for your concern and commitment to the Hispanic community. We need that type of leadership so we can accomplish what God wants to accomplish in this great nation.
Well, we're so pleased to be able to partner with you because God has made such a call on you in many, many areas, in teaching and communicating, in meeting with government leaders all over the world, and we're just... We've been praying for this opportunity, and God led you to us and you to us, and we are just excited about the launch. Again, the name of the Freedom's Call in Spanish?
Llamado de libertad.
I like that. So watch for this and help us to get this out. Pray for this new launch of the Hispanic Freedom's Call. And also give us some information about some Hispanic Spanish radio stations in your community. You may have friends that live in a different area, and these Spanish radio stations are coming up everywhere, along with television as well. Put us in contact with the right people. We want to be able to increase the footprint of this program to be able to make a difference as we together advance religious freedom, the sanctity of human life, and the family. We're very excited about this opportunity. Call us today at 1-800-671-1776. And you can also visit lc.org. Pray for this ministry and remember Liberty Counsel in your financial support.
You have been listening to Faith and Freedom with Liberty Counsel. We hope that we have motivated you to stand up for your faith, family, and freedom. We can accomplish a lot when we work together. Get informed and get involved today. Sign up for our free monthly newsletter, The Liberator. We will send it out to you free of charge. Stay informed with our Liberty Alert email updates. Just click on the website at www.lc.org or call us at 1-800-671-1776. Tune in next time to learn more about your rights right here on Faith and Freedom.